Yeah, that's it. That's it. Keep that up. Hit the road, Jack. Don't come back no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack. Don't come back no more. That's right. Hit the road, Jack.
Salute and welcome back to Unknown Soldier Radio. What we have here.
What we've got here is failure to communicate.
Black women in this election wanted black men to vote against all their interests for a symbolic gesture. And now, since they haven't gotten what they wanted, this empty symbolic gesture, this Jezebel in an empty pantsuit, without even realizing that we saved them from themselves. Because the exit polls show and tell you everything you need to know. Who voted for who, and I'm going to explain why. But first, how do we get here? Well, one of the many reasons we got here is because of the condescending attitude that majority of black women have towards black men. That's why I say that these black women are not our women. And one of the main arbitrators in this collateral damage in the black community is no other than Mike/Michelle Obama. And the following clip is from a speech she gave at a campaign rally in Kalamazoo, Michigan. The clip from that speech is about a minute long, and it's not what she says, but pay directly attention to how she says it. And I'll see y'all on the other side. Fair use.
But to anyone out there thinking about sitting out this election or voting for Donald Trump or a third-party candidate in protest because you're fed up, let me warn you, your rage does not exist in a vacuum. If we don't get this election right, your wife, your daughter, your mother, we as women will become collateral damage to your rage. So, are you as men prepared to look into the eyes of the women and children you love and tell them that you supported this assault on our safety? And to the women listening, we have every right to demand that the men in our lives do better by us.
Now that's how she thought of you 2 weeks ago. This clip shows you how she thought about you 8 years ago at a summit. It was a women's summit regarding the next generation of women, held by her and Oprah Winfrey, and this is what she had to say.
What can men do leaving here? Be better.
Wait a minute. Wait, first of all, you're not going to speed past that like you didn't just say what you just said.
Be better at everything.
Am I clear to you? Can you see me? You know what this reminds me of? And it's unfortunate that I have to use this line of thinking, reasoning, and deduction to go here. But here we are, and I'm here for it. This reminds me of the 1857 Dred Scott case. And in that case, Judge Roger Taney said that blacks were so inferior, not even considered as men at the time, that they had no rights that a white man was bound to respect. And when I hear these condescending remarks from black women, these snide remarks over and over, perpetually, constantly, time after time, I'm reminded that these are not our women, and they're worse than any white supremacist could ever be. So let's take a look at this chart and these exit polls and shut the sign language down. Okay, on this first chart, which is actually a poll that was conducted a couple weeks before the election, where you see men at 73 and women at 79. For women, there would only be like a 13-point margin of error, bringing them to 92. And for men at 73, there would only be like a 6 or 7-point margin of error, bringing them to the sum total of 79. Now, do you see this shit? Look at it. Look at it. 92% of black women voted for Kamala Harris. You know what this chart proves? And we're not even talking about Hispanic women or others. This chart proves that white women, the average white woman, is more based than liberal black women. And that's sad because it also shows that black women are twice the feminists that white women are. And to all my soldiers in the back, a lesson I learned a long time ago was that if you can't bring somebody to where you are, you just have to leave them where they're at. And if black women don't want to be part of a patriarchal society, a normal society, a society where God rules, God, family, and country, then we just have to let them die on that hill of matriarchy and feminism. And last, but certainly not least, if you didn't know how black women really feel about black men, with all the crash outs, the meltdowns, and women acting like petulant adolescent children, check this shit out.
All the black people voted for Trump have one like major thing in common. No education. No higher education whatsoever. Not completed. And, you know, education ain't everything, but it's a lot. Ask a black man why he's voting for Trump, and he gonna say something dumb like, he's helping the economy, but when you ask him to expand, like that's the end of it. He's helping the economy. How? And they can't say nothing else. He just pulling. Ask one. Ask a local black man in your hometown why he's voting for Trump, and watch the bull come out his mouth. What did 50 Cent say to Floyd Mayweather? Ask a black Trump supporter to read a page from a Harry Potter book. I dare you. And then come back to this post and tell me what the response is. Because they all have that one thing in common, I swear.
You get the point, fellas, right? Fellas? What are you gonna be? There you go.
There you go.
Some men you just can't reach. So you get what we had here last week, which is the way he wants it. Well, he gets it. And I don't like it any more than you, man.
Salute. From dog tags.